IROSHAN has recently completed setting up shop in St. Louis at the former security building in downtown, in the downtown area. The grand opening was received very well, with the mayor presenting the team with a key to the city. There's a fireworks display at the Arch. Doctor Strange, Iron Man, and Thor were all in attendance. And the festivities and spirits, both liquid and incorporeal, flowed through the night. Chris, Andy, and Christy stayed over into the next day to help clean up and get everything in order for regular business to pick up at the start of next week. And we're all laughing and enjoying each other's company when an alarm bell goes off. And you hear the AI computer system say, "Security breach, third floor, observation deck." Shit, we're not even open yet, and we're already getting invaded.
They could have waited a couple of days. We need to name the AI system, by the way.
True. Yeah.
It'd be fun. We should.
You want to do that before we go check it out?
Yeah, I think we need to nail it down. We're
gonna know what to call it when we ask what's going on up there.
Yeah, like AI system. Who's invading on the third floor?
That doesn't
It's
have
just
a
clumsy.
Okay, so alarm going off downstairs or upstairs, I guess.
We should probably go check that out. Or unless Quincy can give us any more information as to what it might be.
So every time the alarm goes off, it goes meow, meow.
Perfect. Alert.
Meow. Quincy it is. So you guys rush down to the scene of the breach and discover standing in that area Illyana Rasputin, the mutant sorceress known as Magik, waiting for you on the observation deck. And she spots you guys as you come in, and she says, you really need to put to bed her defenses for outside teleportation, sister.
We're still working on it.
What are you doing here?
Well, you know me, I wouldn't be here if there wasn't a problem. As you know, you and I share Limbo, of course, and we've done so for years. And as you know, it is a coveted place which we are constantly in danger of outside forces attempting to usurp our control. During the time that I was absent most recently, or dead if you want to call it that, Amanda Sefton became the Dark Child ruler over my portion of Limbo. And it was during that time that someone neither you or I knew existed crossed over into our realm. Belasco's daughter, a girl calling herself Witchfire. Long story short, Witchfire sought to reclaim her father's land and attempted to finish collecting the bloodstones to awaken and destroy the elder gods, earning her a place on Hell's High Council. She connected to a young X-Man named Pixie and put her through a similar hell that you and I faced under Belasco all those years ago, Dana. Fortunately, I knew the process in and out after having lived through it to tell the tale. And with a little help from the New Mutants and the X-Men on 2 separate occasions, we were able to banish Witchfire from Limbo and reclaim Pixie's soul from the Bloodstone Amulet. But there was a bond created between Witchfire and Pixie, whom she called her apprentice. On Krakoa, most recently, we believed Pixie to be safe from Witchfire as Belasco's daughter is demonic, not a mutant, and therefore not able to access the island. Unfortunately, we believe that she has created an alliance with a group of mutants who were raised in Limbo during my absence under the watch of a military operation known as Project Purgatory, in a place known as the Hatchery. During the Inferno, the incident where Limbo was temporarily merged with the Earth plane when you, Dana, and I awakened both as a mutant and a dark child, Madeline Pryor, the Godlin Queen, kidnapped a group of mutant babies in order to open a portal to Limbo. These children were orphaned after the incident, and foolishly, someone turned them over to the US government. It was Project Purgatory that brought these children back to Limbo, raised them in their secret base, the Hatchery, and used them to attempt a coup on Limbo. The New Mutants and I dispatched them, but somehow I believe that Witchfire must have gotten a hold of some of the survivors of her clan, of the clan of the children. I believe that a few of them were responsible for kidnapping Pixie and escaping through a Krakoan gate to the Fermilab location up in Chicago, the very one that is connected to your strange academy, or IROSHAN Academy now, isn't that right, Poet?
Yes, indeed.
I believe that Witchfire and the children of the Inferno are looking to finish what they both started, and they're planning on using the Krakoan gate above Fermilab and the superconductor to fuel a portal to our realm. So I'm here because I need the help of IROSHAN. I cannot risk putting the X-Men in the same situation that they have been in twice before. Witchfire is learning from our mistakes. So will you help me locate them before they conduct an attack on your academy?
Of course.
I believe between you and Poet and myself, the three of us working in tandem together should be able to pinpoint Witchfire's location. You and I both have the ability to scry, yes?
Yes.
So perhaps if Poet would be able to help us to pinpoint Witchfire somewhere in Chicago, we should be able to figure out where she is and perhaps the location of the Inferno Babies. Or children of the Inferno. They're not really babies anymore.
Let's do it.
All right, shall we grab hands? And she creates one of her teleportation discs in the middle of the three of you to kind of create a surface for you guys to scry off of. And I think what I would like to do, I'm going to give Christy a second to kind of come up with something, but I'm going to have all three of the characters roll. So Dana, if you'll roll your scrying ability along with Magik.
That's actually my looking glass clairvoyant.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And what was the second thing you said?
Well, Magik is going to roll as well, so I'll roll for her.
Okay. Did it roll? Oh, it did. It did. It just didn't roll across the screen this time. Turn that on or something.
Let's see. Her scrying is unearthly, so that's pretty damn good. And she rolled a white. What the fuck?
I was like, what?
Okay, Dana, you got a green.
I got a green, but that's it.
So I'm going to spend some karma for Magik and get hers at least up to a green. So, Poet, we need you to roll at least a green or better to be able to pinpoint Witchfire.
What do I
You
roll?
can do it.
Well, it's going to be your probably, yeah, I don't know if necessarily reality alteration. You're going to be, let me pull you up here. Hold on. Oh my God, Cat. Seriously.
I love you, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's saying.
Yeah. So it will be your reality alteration. And you're basically kind of creating a power for yourself in order to be able to find Witchfire.
So not cosmic awareness.
Oh, well, you could also do that. Maybe that in conjunction with the scrying would be enough. That yeah, I'm fine with that. Sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. With that in mind, okay, I'm going to require a second roll, Dana, from you. If you would roll on the universal column, which I think for you is, this is universal magic. Incredible for you.
Incredible, yeah.
And magic's going to do the same.
Oh.
You got a red?
I
Good.
did.
And she got a yellow. Okay. And then Christy, did you roll yours?
Not yet.
Okay.
But I will say, where in the world is Witchfire? Let the scrying pools show. Near Chicago, we suspect. This much we know. Tell us true how best to approach. Let the universe be our coach.
Sweet. All right. Okay, so in the scrying pool in front of you, you see the image of a red-headed female dressed in all red with a hood appear within the scrying pool. And I'm going to pull up her picture here so you can see it. There it is. And Dana, just to kind of refresh your memory, because it's been a while, Belasco was the ruler of Limbo, which is where you and Magik ended up when you were both teenagers. And where you kind of learned your magics and then eventually were able to carve out an area of your own, which we now call Wonderland. But essentially it is a part of Magik's Limbo. This girl, supposedly, is the daughter of the man that tortured you when you were a teenager.
Okay.
So family resemblance, you don't necessarily see it other than maybe the red hair. He certainly was, full devilish, demonic kind of form. Suave and debonair in his look, but definitely had a kind of pinkish red skin. Hers is of flesh tone. So your assumption would probably be that perhaps he mated with a human, and so she has maybe both the traits from her father and her potentially human mother.
Mm-hmm.
But she is in a location that at first glance is fairly nondescript, other than the fact that there is a large glowing orb that is in front of her. You see a younger girl with purplish hair and wings that is strung up via chains that are connected to her wrists. It doesn't look like she's being pierced, but she is tied in place by these chains both to her wrists and her ankles. and is in front of this glowing orb, and Witchfire has her arms outstretched and is weaving some sort of magic. The area in which they are in is a complete shambles. There's lots of old machinery around, pretty much kind of unrecognizable, clutter, trash, rubble everywhere. Magik kind of brings her hand back, and then she kind of pulls out from this image. And you do see that it is above, or it is below the Chicago city streets. And Christy, you're familiar with this area. It's an area of Chicago known as Inglewood. Mm-hmm. And if you would, do me a favor and roll reason for me, Christy.
Okay.
And what did you roll?
It is green.
Green? Okay. Inglewood is kind of a nice area in the suburbs of Chicago there. But it has a particular history that's associated with it that's not so nice. I see you nodding your head. Are you aware of what that history is?
Yes.
Okay. You want to share that with us?
It is a rough neighborhood, or at least was.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps the mutant universe has caused a shift that has given it some new life, some new development.
So in this time, right now, it's considered a rough neighborhood. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay. So I'll retract that. It is a rough neighborhood. Okay. But do you know the history behind that neighborhood? What happened there a long time ago?
Are you going to share?
I will. If you, I just wanted to know if maybe you knew what it was. Okay. This area of Chicago, there's a post office located close to where this happened a long time ago. This was the location of what is now known as the Murder Hotel by the serial killer H.H. Holmes. That hotel was torn down within the last century, probably, because of what went on in there. And this was literally a house of horrors, where this guy was bringing in transients from outside of Chicago, from within Chicago. He went to the World's Fair, pulled people in from the World's Fair and brought them back there to specifically murder them. And he had contractors build all of these secret panels and secret rooms and torture chambers and all of this sort of stuff. So he was really and truly a madman and one of the first known serial killers in the United States. So the area that she is under is the area that was probably the lower quarters of H.H. Holmes' Murder Hotel.
Juju there.
But as far as you can see, it looks like it is just her and Pixie. The Pixie is the purple-headed individual that's strung up with wings.
So are we going? Go.
What do you think? Should we just simply teleport down there, or
Sure.
just go right into the mix?
I mean, if you guys want to be cautious, we could, teleport outside from where she is. She might be able to sense us there. So we might want to just hop in.
I've got the element of surprise.
It is
And
true.
you could go to the front door and knock.
We could just try talking to him first. Maybe.
It always works, right?
You did that last. You did that last time. It worked okay.
Yeah. I mean, what could it hurt?
We could try the Kurt way.
In honor of the homies who couldn't join us tonight.
Well, if we go in, I believe that I saw one area that was maybe an open chamber off to the side, and another entrance towards the south. Perhaps we could split up and have 3 and 3.
Sure.
He said split up. Let's do it.
Yep, as
Are you
always.
doing this to yourself?
Apparently, yeah.
No. Okay.
Right.
No, I think maybe we should stay together, guys.
Yeah.
That's right.
Or break up, or just go all individually.
One after another.
All right. So what are the groups? How could we best divide our resources?
It is
Well,
your team. It is your team, Dana. You decide.
Yeah.
You and I
don't have
are
any,
not
like-
magic,
Yeah. We're just
so
like physical powers.
we're the muscle.
Although you've got Hellfire stuff.
Yeah, but it kind of depends on what we're after.
Yeah. So
So-
maybe just go. Exactly.
Trust.
So is Dreamslayer playing with us?
Yep, Dreamslayer's there with you.
Okay.
6 of us. Okay.
You want to do it, guys and girls?
Well, I will have to take 2 of you. That's Magik. It's going to have to take 2. So just teleportation-wise, it's going to have to be 3 and 3. So she's going to have to go with 2 of you, and Dana's going to have to go with the other 2.
Gotcha.
Well, I guess Andy and I should be on different teams.
Probably.
Sure.
And then you and Christy should be on different teams. Dana,
So
right?
Magic's gonna try to teleport inside of a house.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should teleport to the front door and knock on the front door.
No, there's no actual physical door. This is all ruins underneath the ground.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'll take Dreamslayer and Andy. Can't remember your characters.
It's
Highwayman
changed.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it now?
Highwayman.
Highwayman, that's right. We should, Highwayman. I forgot that.
There we go.
Okay, so it's
And so
it's
yeah,
there you
me, Dana, and Andy, right?
Sure.
Okay, and then Poet, Spartan, and Magik.
I know.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to pull you guys into the scene. You guys create your teleportation discs or mirrors, whatever the case may be, and slip into this little cavernous area that used to be one of the basements beneath the Murder Hotel in Chicago. And you see in front of you the scene that I laid out to you, Witchfire standing in front of this glowing orb, and Pixie strung up between 2 columns by a set of 4 chains. Now, the room that you saw was completely empty in the scry, but when you guys come in, all of a sudden, that room is full of people.
Holy balls.
Like people or sort of people.
8,
Just
9, 10,
people.
11. It looks like 11 individuals on top of Witchfire herself.
Shit.
And Magik shouts out, no, these are the children of the Inferno. Somehow she must have been shielding them from our scrying power. So I'll line these guys out for you. You have this fella that is basically just a big glob of goo surrounding a skeletal figure, kind of purplish in color.
Saw him on Scooby-Doo once.
You have this individual, blue of skin, pointed ears, kind of looks a little bit like Nightcrawler, but not furry, just blue skin and scarred pretty much from head to toe. This interesting looking fella, who has a contraption over the front of his face that is glowing orange, and you cannot see any facial features whatsoever. This thing is clamped over the top of his face, and he looks like he has like one of those trachea things in his throat. And he is actually being led around on a leash by this female. Looks pretty much just like a regular, everyday, blue-eyed, blonde-headed gal, from the countryside. But she has a little bit of a scar on her right cheek. In addition to those, you have a Hispanic-looking girl that has a cybernetic arm on one side and like a green Hulk hand almost on the opposite. And she is actually clinging to the wall opposite of where Spartan Magik and Poet are currently. Then you have this horrendous looking thing that looks like he has mouths all over his body. His eyes are mouths. He's got mouths on top of his head, coming out of his neck, out of both pectorals, just everywhere. There are mouths. A tattooed gentleman, let's see here, I didn't pull that up for you. African-American gentleman who's pretty sturdy, but spry. This gross-looking individual that has what appear to be scabs covering his entire body. An Asian girl with kind of a pixie-style haircut, and an Asian male. Again, just kind of everyday kind of look. All of them seem to have that kind of triangular scar now that you're getting a good look at them on their cheek. A third Asian individual that has a long katana that she's carrying, and I think that's it. That's everybody. So a room literally full of individuals. They're all wearing black t-shirts that have that same triangular kind of pattern to it. It has a circle in the middle with a line that cuts the triangle and the circle in half. And they're all wearing kind of cargo pants and combat boots. So you have a rather kind of military look to them, but they all seem to be in their maybe late teens to early 20s. Witchfire now turns her attention to you and she says, well. Oh, and for the record, you guys can't move. It's always a good idea to put proper magical traps in place when dealing with teleporters, I always say. I can't say I'm surprised to see you, Illyana. Pixie here is just the perfect homecoming beacon to draw out a dark child. But what is this that you've brought me, Magik? Tasty little morsels. Here I am thinking I need to steal the souls of the dark child and my dear apprentice here. And what have you brought to my doorstep? Well, this is so much better, Illyana. You bring me your sister, the dark child of Wonderland, the earthly protector of the Norn Stones, heaven's spirit of vengeance, the Dream Lord, and a living, breathing Nexus being in the form of this master of chaos magic. There's an uncanny bond I sense between these five that you brought me. It's IROSHAN, am I right? With the souls of these intricately connected beings, Limbo is but a blip on the radar. If I were to complete the pentagram and the medallion with these souls, I could shape all of reality. Children of the Inferno, kill the dark child. I have no more need of her or this fledgling apprentice. Bring me the souls of IROSHAN. That's her monologue.
All right, it's clobbering time.
We can't move.
Okay, so
I mean, once we fix that part.
Yeah.
what we're going to have to do right now is make
Get some
a
WD-40.
psyche feat. Poet, you are not able to speak through this. Only thing that any of us can do at this point is succeed in a psyche roll, and you're going to need to get a red.
Okay.
So during her monologue, we can make that roll. So this is not part of the actual action at this point.
Okay.
And that's-
Can we use karma for this?
Yes, you absolutely may. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
And is that the P under the F
Yes.
A
Mhm,
R?
that's
And
correct.
making sure.
Mhm.
All right. I will call karma.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I mean, I think we can all roll whatever. Phew, good thing I did, huh?
Yep, but you still can't make it to a red though.
Oh.
You can only go up
Okay.
one color. So I would just burn off 10 karma points.
Karma.
Okay.
I think
Just
I rolled.
keep the failure and burn the minimum.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Karma.
Karma.
And then
I can't roll. Okay, there you are.
okay, so you got a green. That's not good enough.
Yeah, that's not good
Dana,
enough.
if you're spending karma, you can get yourself up to a red.
I didn't say karma.
Well, I'm kind of taking advantage of the fact that everybody's probably doing
Okay.
that at this point, so
Here
I'll
is
give
the
that one to you.
Is there a way on Foundry to?
Yes, if you go over to journals, you can pull up your universal table, and you just have to count and see how many points that you need to get up to a red, and then you just
Oh.
subtract it off of your karma points on your character sheet.
Okay. I have to open it. Sorry, give me. a second
Yeah, no
here.
problem. Christy,
right.
did you roll?
I just did, and I
Okay.
did all karma.
Cool.
Head.
Let's see, magic. Need to roll for her too.
Good. Open.
She got a green. Okay, so right now it looks like Poet and Shard are going to be the only two that can actually make actions this next round. So we are going to roll for
Can someone just count
initiative.
how many I have to spend? I can't get that table to open. Sorry.
Oh, you can't get click
Double-
on the actual PDF instead of the name. Can you do that?
The ultimate table.
Mm-hmm. And then there should be a logo off to the side that says PDF. If you click on that, it should come up.
I can't click on. It's just a. I don't even know how to describe this. All right, let me try this. Aha. Got it.
Get it?
Sorry.
Okay. No,
Guys,
no problem.
And I can't read it. There we go. Oh.
All right, so I'm going to roll for everybody here. You're going to have to tell me here in just a minute what your initiative bonuses are.
Oh.
Crap.
There's
All
a lot of dice.
Well, there's like 3,000 people on the board.
All right. Spartan, what is your
Bonus
initiative bonus?
is 4.
Okay. Looks like Shard. What's yours?
2.
Highwayman.
3.
Poet.
2.
Okay, and let's see here. Magik has got a +2. Okay. Spartan, you're actually first. Again, the only thing you can do at this point is roll Psyche.
Okay. I will
In your
do that
pencil.
again. I will do that and try Karma again.
Green again.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you're stuck for right now, unless somebody else is able to break you from it.
Okay. I'll spend 10 Karma.
Wait, is that like a slap in the face, or how does that work?
Don't know.
Don't get any ideas.
Just gonna have to try something.
Yeah.
All right. So next up is Scab, and he is going to. You see him grab a knife from his sheath that he's got at his belt, and he cuts his arm and stabs himself in the shoulder. And he begins to bleed. And where he's bleeding, it begins to scab up, and the scabs begin to kind of overtake the rest of his body. So he is now basically armoring himself up. And
Are they
gross?
Are they oozing?
They're oozing.
Ooh. Nice.
We all vomit ourselves.
So to take that off, does he like pick on the scab?
He does. He actually does.
Yeah,
Just a lot of like
actually
Neosporin.
in one of the issues. Yeah, he's over there going, "Will you please stop picking yourself? It's gross."
Oh no.
All right. So, Witchfire now is going to fly out over top of the center of the room towards Dreamslayer, Highwayman, and Shard. And she is going to fire an Eldritch Bolt at Shard before she has a chance to move. And her agility is excellent. And she got a damn red. First shot. How about that?
Hi.
Now,
Go 9-9 now.
your base armor is incredible, correct?
Mystical armor.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Incredible.
Okay.
And I did not have my sword out, so I didn't have the Colossus.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
I did not.
Holy.
I mean.
Yep. So, in that case, that's going to be 50 points of damage. Now, if you right-click on your token, you see that your health is right underneath you. You can click on that and then adjust your health there rather than having to go into your character sheet.
Okay, you said 50 points?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Did I do that right? Nope, it didn't save. So
Just hit enter after you've done it.
enter.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Shots fired. After which fire would go to the one named Tim. There are some who call him Tim. And he, oh boy, he's fun. Is going to charge up and slam into Dreamslayer. And he basically, you see a sheath of energy appear over top of his body, and he shoots off like a rocket towards Dreamslayer. If you all remember Cannonball from the New Mutants, it's very similar to that. Let's see here, that is going to be... He gets a yellow. There's nothing I can do because it's not my turn, and I still haven't broken out of this yet. So let's see how much damage he's going to do to me. Oh no! What just happened? Yep, so he hits me and potentially knocks me back. So we're going to find out what happens there. This is incredible. Yep, he throws me back through that little opening into the room just beyond. And now we go to Alex, the blob. The blob of goo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, he can reach that way. And Spartan's just spinning in place. I'm going to have to take that feature away from you. And he is going to attempt to envelop Magik in his amorphous form. And he got a white. So he actually just kind of grabs hold of her, and he's just kind of starting to try to over top of her, and he's not really having much luck right now. Russell goes. Boy, you guys didn't roll very well, did you? All right, Russell is kind of taking a clue from Timothy. He's going to run towards Highwayman and kind of do the same kind of charging attack, but he is a speedster, so he runs super fast in your direction.
Okay.
And he got a green, which you can't dodge. So do you have body armor? I forget.
No, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, I have the Hellfire, but
It's just not activated, and you hadn't pulled anything up.
right.
Okay. All right, so you're going to take 50 points of damage there, sir.
Okay. I can't read. Oh, it's small. Oh, okay. So 180.
It's 130.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 80.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. Now it's your turn. Now you can roll Psyche.
I guess I'm going to burn through Karma. So, Karma. And nope.
Ooh, man. All right. Got a white.
This is how we die.
Yeah, this may be how we die.
Next time, guys.
Shard, it's your turn.
Oh,
Fuck. Okay.
Now, here's what I would say at this point for sure. You definitely want to try to roll for extra actions.
Oh yeah, I forgot we could do that. And how do I do that?
It's a fighting roll, and I
Fighting?
would call karma.
Karma.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, so you got a green. You can pump that up to a white, and that's on excellent. So you need to get it up to a 41. No, wait, is that right? Oh no, I'm sorry. You need to get up to a 71. 71.
Okay. I don't know where the table went. I had it open.
Oh, you don't even need it. I just told you what you need.
Sorry. Tell me again.
71 is what you need.
71 is what I need.
Yep. So just grab a calculator and figure that part out.
Yeah.
That's one of the beauties of Marvel is to always have a calculator handy. Or just be good at math, which I am not.
All right.
So by doing that, that will give you 2 actions this round.
Okay. I can't either. Shit. I'm so unprepared. Obviously.
All right. So what do you want to do for your first action?
Well, I have a quick question. And I was just trying to do research, and then it was my turn. So, can you remind me? Put a pause on it and remind me what I can do with free spirit. I just can't remember that it does anything interesting other than.
In this case, it's not going to help you probably at all. You can fight basically on the astral plane, but in doing so, you can't affect physical beings. So if there was a spirit here, you could fight the spirit. If she went into astral form and wanted to challenge you that way, she could do that, but it would just be a battle between the 2 of you.
Okay.
That's a lot better than just saying, "Don't wear a bra and ride a Harley." For free spirit.
Free
I
spirit
was like,
also,
wait a minute. What do you mean?
I know.
Yeah, for free spirit. I mean, that's immediately what I thought.
I get it now. It just it took me a second.
Free spirit
Come
also
on.
allows you to travel the astral plane, so it's another dimension that you can go into, and can also give you like quick travel, from one place to another and so forth. But here, it's not going to do you much good. Shut up, cat.
All right. Can I put up my side screen?
Yep. And that can be that to me is like drawing a weapon. You state that you're going to do it, it's up.
Okay.
So not an action.
It's screen. So I don't have to roll for that.
Nope.
Okay. First thing I'm gonna do.
Mhm.
So when I pull up my side screen, does anything happen? Probably not. Can't. Nothing.
You don't see anything. I mean, if you want to say that your side screen actually produces some sort of light or something like that, we could say that. But you don't actually see anything through that.
No, I know.
Protecting,
No, I just mean
protecting you.
If I'm blocking my mind, am I able to move now?
Oh yeah, sure. Yep, you're good.
I can physically move.
You can physically move. Yes.
Okay, so I didn't realize that. So I'm gonna fucking Eldritch Bolt that bitch.
You want to Eldritch Bolt me? I'm Eldritch Bolting you right back.
Okay, so sorry, let me close that. And are we targeting on this?
No, don't have to target.
Nope, no targeting.
Don't have to.
Okay. Oh, I've already done it. Okay.
That's okay.
Okay, so now I apologize. I'm very
You're all
frustrated.
right. That's okay.
It's amazing. Okay, go for it. Didn't yell karma again because I'm spinning karma right and left. I got a green. But
Okay, that's good. That's a hit. And how much damage does your Eldritch Bolt do?
That's a good question. Is that the number next to it?
Yeah.
50.
Shut up. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna just strangle him. Alright. 50 points, but
This part brought to you by
Yes.
the ASCP of America.
So you hit her like dead in the chest.
Uh-huh.
Throws her back for a second, and she just looks at you and laughs. You're gonna have to do better than that.
Okay.
And then your next action will roll back around to you for your second action, okay?
Okay.
Dreamslayer's turn. You're gonna roll Psyche. Try to get out of it, Karma. God dang it, still nothing. This may be how we die. Shauna, it's her turn. I forget what Shauna can do. What can you do, Shauna? Oh, this is not going to be good. Okay, so Poet, you feel just a tingle in your brain with this. And rank. Okay.
Like a little to the right.
All right, I'm going to need you to roll Psyche once again. I would call Karma.
Karma.
There you go. Cool. You feel the tingle, and for just a millisecond, you just go dark, and then you immediately come back out of it. But there was a moment where just all of your motor functions just completely shut down for just a second. But you fought against it and were able to push it away. And it was the Asian girl, Shauna, there on your screen, that you now have made a connection with her, that she's the one that was behind that. What'd you say, Andy?
I was just going to say 1 second more and you will start yourself.
All right, Toko. Where's Toko? There she is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, she can reach you. Okay. Toko comes running up towards Shard with her blade drawn, and she is going to attempt to cut you with her blade.
And you're going to take it. You're going to like it because you can't move.
She can move.
Oh, you can move.
Yeah, she's all right.
Dodge that.
She got a white. You don't need to dodge.
No.
Poet, you're up.
All right, I'd like 2 moves.
Okay.
Do I have to roll for that?
Yep, fighting. Call Karma.
What's my fighting?
I like how she's just said that with confidence, like she's ordering off the menu. I like 2 moves, please.
I would like 2 moves, please.
Yeah, nice. Okay, Karma. Okay. 49. So it's yellow.
Okay, that's good. You got your 2. Just spend 10. You don't need to bring it to a red.
Okay. So, okay then. The forces of magic that hold us quite rigid release us, mistaking our foes as less wicked than we. We, protected now by the same spell, reversed the effects. Target orphans from hell.
There you go. That was sweet. So you're basically wanting to reverse the effect onto the children of the Inferno, correct?
The classic I'm rubber, you're glue.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. That's great.
Okay, so I would say Karma, and this would be reality alteration.
Yes.
Okay. So I can make it red.
Yes, you may. Yes, you may.
Fun.
That's pretty freaking sweet, Crispy. That's awesome. Okay, yeah. All right, so you see all of the children now freeze in place, in whatever pose or move that they were in the process of making. They are now frozen in place, just like you were moments ago. The rest of IROSHAN now is free to act. Now, if it is past your turn, we're out of luck. Which I think for all of us, that's pretty much the case. But as we roll around now to the next turn, all of these guys now have to start making those rolls. Now, within your poem, did you also say Witchfire was part of that?
No, I did not.
Okay, all right, just making sure.
Well,
okay, yeah, repeat it for me. Let me hear it again.
Okay, I do refer to them as our foes. Mm-hmm. Later, I specify the orphans. So it says the forces of magic that hold us release us, mistaking our foes as less wicked than us. So it's a reversal. It's a blanket reversal, but it does say reverse to the effects target orphans from hell.
Gotcha. So,
yeah.
Okay.
But I did karma it up to red.
Because she's magical in nature, I'm going to give her an opportunity to resist that. Okay?
Yep.
So that's what we're going to do. And I don't think that's enough. Okay, so moving on to the next in line is Face. And so he is frozen in place. We're going to roll a psyche feat for him to see if he can get out of that. And he got a white. Maw then is next. And just for sake of this, I'm going to say all of these guys are going to spend karma out the wazoo to try to get to a red if that's possible. Instead of calling it each time. But he got a red, so he is free. I'm going to have to figure out, I'm going to have to put some sort of token on these guys just to make sure that I know that they're cool. So I'm going to just put that right there.
Oh, trust me, we'll let you. Here, I can write down their names.
So more. Krista would be next. Betty Boop, she's remarkable. White. Bob. It's typical. That's not going to be good for him. Got a green. Not going to be enough. Okay. It's incredible. Got a yellow, so she can pop hers up to a red, so she will be okay.
Which one is okay?
Loka, the one that's hanging out on the wall over there. All right.
So far, just Maul and Loka.
Yep, that's correct. So now we go back up to the top, and that brings us back to Spartan. No, actually, Shard, you have a second action.
Okay. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is pull out my sword and get my armor up.
Mm-hmm.
The good armor. Freaking balls. Okay. Sorry. I think
balls.
I'm mad at myself right now. I don't know what to do. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, have my sword out. I'm going to open up a portal under Toko. She's right by me.
Mm-hmm.
If I could do more than one, I would like to do that, but I don't know if I can. And then I'm going to send her. I think can I send her back to IROSHAN headquarters?
To the Evansville or St. Louis one?
Okay, let me ask a question then. Mm-hmm. The school does not have any like dungeon type rooms or prison rooms or anything like that, right? Like for detention and stuff?
Where?
At the school. I'm trying to think what's the closest place, and the school
Oh,
is...
at the school? You mean north?
No,
Yes.
no, it's a Hurricane.
Because that's what
I
you
can
did,
think of a
that's what you
few.
did last time. It was when we were fighting.
No, I know. I'm trying to think of somewhere,
The school probably does not have like stuff
Holding
that
cell
would be
type.
capable really of holding individuals of power per se. I mean, maybe, yeah, there's a temporary holding cell, but it's not someplace where you just bring people, right?
Okay, then what about our IROSHAN headquarters in St. Louis? Have we built any kind of holding cells?
We would have probably set up the same thing there that the original IROSHAN headquarters has, which is what we call the vault.
Yeah.
And it's a computerized containment prison, basically, where it basically digitizes the individual and sets them in there. So for you to be able to send them there, it's probably not going to work.
Okay, well, I guess I don't like this idea, but I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to send her to my castle, my dungeon castle in Wonderland.
Sure. Okay. That's probably the safest and easiest, yes.
Yeah. Okay, that is that limbo magic?
That I would use your teleportation.
Teleportation. No, good point. Sorry.
Or dimensional travel, if that's separate.
It says limbo / earth.
Yeah, so that's under the unearthly column. So yeah, I would use that.
Okay. Karma?
There you go. Just spend 10. You don't have to take it to the red. That's enough.
Okay.
The only thing that she can do is attempt to dodge that, because essentially what you're doing is you're opening up a mirror and trying to push it through her or her through it, one or the other. So she can attempt to dodge that, but I don't think that she's going to be able to with the roll that you got. But we will give it a shot and see. She's got excellent agility. Got a white, definitely not. You suck her up into the mirror and plop her down in the dungeon in Wonderland.
Okay.
All right, so she is now gone. Back to the same place where she spent the majority of her childhood, just in a slightly different, more pleasant area.
Dungeons are fishy. Come on, they're posh.
Yeah. Okay, and then it goes to Christy.
Okay. Wait, who's in the dungeon?
Toka.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna address the jaws.
Yes, Maw.
Okay, it's kind of like he's impaled by a rusty nail. The mouths of
Oh
the
wait,
Oh,
this is a poem. You
oh,
can't do
I'm
two
not allowed
poems
another
in the
poem.
in the same round. Yeah, you got to hold off on that one.
Okay.
She can't
This
do
is a
two
different
poems.
round.
Nope, same round. She rolled for two
It's her
actions.
second
This is her
action.
second action.
Oh,
Part two.
second action. Oh, okay. I
Well,
thought she was up.
that's okay. It's okay because I have a staff of Watum, and I'm just gonna while he's he's in motion, isn't he?
Which one, Maw?
Ma.
He is frozen. Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, he is one of the ones that is now able to move. Yes.
I'm just gonna bypass him then. I go for Shauna
Okay.
since I recognize her as a threat to me,
Uh
and I'm just gonna Watum her.
huh. Watumor.
Watum.
Her in the head.
Watum in the head. All right, so that's a fighting.
Yes. Okay.
And you got a green. And that does 20 points of damage. She can't move. She does not have any armor, so it's gonna do some damage. All right. Okay. Didn't knock her out, but you gave her a good whack on the noggin.
Okay. The birds are circling.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's, I believe, the end of that round then. So it goes back to Spartan at the top of a new round.
Okay. Can I roll for multiple actions?
You may indeed.
All right. That is fighting. So didn't get that. For my
Did you call
action.
Karma?
I did not.
Okay. All right. So since you didn't call Karma to bring it up to a green, you get one action at a -3 column shift. So anything you do is -3 column shift. This is basically you fucked up and you stumbled.
Gotcha. Can I, and activating my armor, that's not an action, right? Is that just
Correct.
like turning it on? Mm-hmm. I'll do that. And is where I am, is that like above, is that all on the same level, or is it kind of like
yeah,
really
maybe
tell.
just a little bit higher than the rest of the room. Yeah, maybe by about 6-7 feet.
Okay. I'd like to jump and land here,
Mm-hmm.
or like between them, basically,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like jump up and then kind of come down with that vibrational blast.
Okay.
The old jump and smash kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So would I roll under the power, the vibration control, or
That would be under, yes, the vibration control. Now, just a little tip that affects an area radius. Potentially you might hit Poet with that. So you have to be very careful about where you're aiming. And truthfully, all you got to do is go there.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, I didn't know if I was being greedy trying to get through.
And that will keep her out of it, but still get Trista, Face, Maul, and actually Bob, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it'll get Bob as well.
Okay.
I think. Let me just double check that. Yep.
Cool. So I'll roll under the power.
Yes.
Okay, and I will call Karma for that. Boom.
Boom. So you did call Karma, so you can at least get that up to a green.
No, it's
a red. Sorry, it didn't scroll down for me. I see it now. That is a red. So yeah, you still got to spend 10 karma points. That takes you 103. And that is potentially going to stun all 3 of them. And they're already kind of out of it anyway, but they all got to roll. So.
Is that including Bob too?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And then this will also potentially slam them because of the nature of the attack. That is incredible. That is a stun for 1 round for Maw. Let's get it a little tighter because I can't see what I'm doing. All right, so he is stunned. Face is a yellow. He is not stunned, but he's still got to roll out of his thing. Trista is on the excellent column. It's a green. She is stunned for 1 round. The wrong thing. There we go. And Bob. On the excellent column. Green, he's stunned. And then all the ones that were stunned now are also thrown back 1 area.
And what about Face?
He is okay, but he's still under the influence of the paralysis.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trista goes through the columns and back into that device that's holding the that orb. Bob actually gets thrown back into Shauna and then knocks her back, so she's going to take damage. And is that, how much damage does that do? 50?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Okay, cool.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
Ooh, you did some pretty major damage to Old Face there. Wow. Oof. Yikes. She's not dead, but awful damn close. All right, that was a pretty hefty little strike there, and knocked a bunch of them down in health considerably. So that was a good strike. That now leads us to Scab, who I think he has to roll.
And is this the type of situation where we don't want to kill them because they're actual
They are human.
living humans?
Mm-hmm. All right, he got a white, so he's not able to do anything. Next up is Witchfire. Psyche for her. No. Oh my god. So their lead player is still not able to do anything. Tim? Nope. Alex? This does not bode well for these guys. Russell? Oh my god, everybody's rolling white. This is terrible. Andy, you're up.
Ooh, all right. See, I'm gonna roll for extra actions first. Karma. And let's see. Oh, jeez. There's a white. So
You did say karma, though.
Yep.
You said karma, so as long as you get it up to green, then you can have your one extra action, so two total.
26. Yeah, so that's 10 essentially. Okay, so minus 10. All right, and I'm gonna go with, for my first action, I'm gonna pull her. I'm gonna turn Hellfire. So whoosh, I'm all on flamey and stuff.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to pull a weapon, and we'll see what happens here. So Karma, and I am gonna take that up to red, and I'm literally going to open my coat, and Zeus's bolts will be coming out of my coat to hit basically everybody who is in front of me.
Right now, is that a physical weapon, or are you throwing essentially electricity?
It's essentially like I'm opening it up, and Zeus's power can elude through my jacket.
Is that a physical weapon that you can hold with your hand?
Sure. I guess we'll go with that.
We're gonna say yes. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And who are you trying to attack?
Well, I guess I'm gonna just go for Watchfire right in the middle there.
Okay, Witchfire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Witchfire.
All right. That's fine. You can grab a bolt and throw it that way. All of the weapons that you have to be physical in nature, something that you can actually hold in your hand.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see. But I have to. My one action was to pull the bolt. Do I have to roll?
No. Anytime you're drawing a weapon from your cloak, that's not an action.
Okay.
You still have to roll to be able to see what power level it can be. That would be a legendary weapon, and you rolled a red essentially with the karma to be able to do that.
Right.
So that's fine. That's why I can allow that to happen.
Okay.
And in the comic books, when Zeus presents his lightning bolts, he physically manifests it. So that's why I'm allowing that to happen. It essentially is kind of the equivalent of like Thor's hammer in that case.
Okay. So now I got to throw the weapon.
Yep.
Okay. And
so that is going to be under agility.
Yeah.
And you have thrown weapons, so you get a plus column shift on that, I know.
Yeah.
And you might have 2. Let me see.
I have and marksmanship. I don't remember what marksmanship.
That gives you +1 as well. So yeah, you'll get a +2.
So +2. And that would be under agility. So it'd be up to incredible and karma. No. Good thing I rolled karma.
Mm-hmm.
So
yep.
27.
All right. Spend what you can to get that up.
Yep.
And then that does unearthly.
Since you're presenting it like a flasher, though, maybe it has some psychological effect.
I'm kind of hoping so. Kind of go instead of it, me reaching in, it just go boing.
All right, so you hit her dead center in her sternum, and it sends her flipping backwards, and she lands just at the base, basically, of those 2 columns that are holding Pixie up.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good baby. Give her
Hey.
kisses. Shard.
All right, I would like 2 actions, and I'm going to say karma. And I got a green, so that means I got 2, right? Okay. I'm going to Russell and Timothy, they're just kind of stock still where they are?
Yeah, they are. Uh-huh.
All right. I'm going to teleport them to the dungeon as well. I'm trying to save these people, guys.
All right, so you're going to basically, if you're going to do 2 at the same time,
Yeah.
it kind of splits your ability any way that you want it. But it's unearthly. So, I mean, you could basically split it in half and do 2 at amazing.
Okay.
So basically, the more portals that you open, the less likely it is that you're going to be able to teleport them where they need to go.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll do it. And you said amazing?
Yeah.
And I'm going to say karma again. Do I have enough karma?
I don't know, do you?
Karma, I do. Oh, thank God I said karma. But I can only go up to no, can I go to a green?
Yeah, you can only go up 1 color level.
Yeah.
So you rolled a white, yeah.
Oof.
Yep, so you can go up to green.
All right.
And that would be for one of them, and then you'll have to roll again for the other. Not 2 actions, but just this is
Just
really just to see whether or not the power actually works.
All right, karma.
There you go. And you just have to spend 10 on that one.
Okay.
All right, so these 2 fellas are disappeared. All right, Dreamslayer. That's me. All right, I am going to What am I going to do? It's been so long since I've really done anything with this character. I kind of forgot what he can actually do. Oh, he's just going to get out his swords.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, because it's been a while. I need some good fisticuffs. All right, so he's got amazing. All right, 2 actions, that'll do. And he is going to run. Oh boy, I don't know if I can even make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, crap. I can't even make it where I want to go.
Let's kill the person. Oh. Never mind.
Mm.
I thought there was somebody.
He's gone. He's gone. They got teleported away. He
that's
went
right.
bye-bye.
I forgot about that. I was like, wait, where'd he go?
All right. So I'm just running into the fray at this point.
Oh!
You sons of bitches.
I had an itch on my nose and I couldn't scratch it.
Okay, so Shauna now has to see whether or not she can wake up, get out of the paralysis. She's got incredible. She got white. That's no good. Poet, it's up to you.
All right, I'm going to use this staff to enhance my reality alteration.
Okay.
And addressing this toward toward the general direction of the columns with Pixie and Witchfire.
Mm-hmm.
The pixie child, shackled as caught in a web, is released from the cuffs, and the chains round the head of Witchfire wrap, encircling her neck and chaining her down as the cuffs clink shut round a latch in the ground. As the chain link noose tightens and chokes off her breath, her psyche strength fails as she battles with death.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what is the intent of this fully?
I'm really working with the cuffs and the chain, with that inanimate object. Mm-hmm. So it's releasing the pixie and quickly wrapping around Witchfire. And there's a trap door in the ground that has one of those latch dory type things. Mm-hmm. So it's around that the cuffs connect.
Cool.
And as she's struggling, I assume it's tightening and
it's
choking off her breath.
Her. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, sounds good. All right, you got a yellow. All right, so the chains come loose from Pixie. She falls to the ground, and she's awake and able to move. So she kind of catches herself down there in a superhero landing, because that's what they do. The chains then wrap around Witchfire and begin to bind her and start pulling her down to the ground. Now, she was a victim of her own paralyzation and was trying to break out of that. So she can't really struggle against this. So you see her get pulled down to the ground. The chain wraps around her neck and begins to tighten. And let's see, with a yellow. Okay, we're gonna roll endurance for her. Ooh, okay. All right, she's resisting. Mm-hmm. But still, she has to break out of that paralysis before she's really able to do anything. But, she's turning red in the face, either from anger or from the ability not to breathe, one or the other. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay. So that's going to take us to face. He got a white, maw, is already he's stunned for this round, so he can't do anything. Trista is stunned. Bob is stunned. Magik gets to go. Oh, boy. Okay, you've set her up for this. I don't think she can resist it. She comes in behind Witchfire, raises her soul sword to the side, and takes a swing at her head.
She's not worried about losing her karma.
She's not worried about that at all. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3. And that does monstrous damage. Her down to 0, so now she rolls endurance once again to see if she dies. Whoa. She's rolling really good.
Holy
she
cow.
doesn't die. The soul sword cleaves into her neck, cuts at least halfway through. Her head peels off to the side, and then poof, she goes up in a puff of brimstone and fire and disappears. When that happens, you see the rest of the children of the Inferno begin to drop from where they are. The magic that was over top of them that was kind of keeping them held in place is now gone. But each of them kind of go to their knees, take deep breaths, look around in a state of confusion. And you hear some of them go, what just happened? Where are we? Who are you?
Anyone?
Which mouth is Ma speaking from?
All of them.
One of his eye mouths, or
He's speaking from all of them at the same time. It's just this chorus. Where are you?
I just hope he doesn't sneeze.
Gross.
Yeah.
Get really bad breath.
Okay, magic people, you gotta talk to the magic people.
It's all okay. We've released you from whatever spell you were under. It's gonna be fine. We're here to help you.
He's not there. They don't really have their leader is out. Their second in command is gone. They don't have any individual in any kind of authority position that's actually up and able to speak to you. Bob is probably about the closest one.
I was gonna say, it's gotta be Bob.
Yeah, he's probably about the only one that really is in a position to do that. So
what's the deal, Bob?
I really don't know how we got here. Who are you people, and why are we here?
All right, Shards. These people don't know anything. They're out of it. Let's send them away someplace else. Get them out of here.
Away.
I think this is going to require some rehabilitation.
Some therapy.
Yeah.
Trauma counseling.
Yeah, I don't know whether Wonderland is the place for this to happen, or the Strange Academy, the IROSHAN Academy.
Magik speaks up for just a moment, and she says, I think we need a sidebar.
Just 1 minute, everybody. We just need to.
What I'm about to share with you can only be shared with the mutants in your group. I'm sorry. But Poet and Shard, I can only speak with you.
Okay.
Gosh.
Fine.
We're always left out, Mike.
I know.
Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, I mean, an altered human. It's kind of mutant-y.
Dreamslayer, wouldn't you be involved?
No, I'm not a random mutant.
You're not a
I'm
random
altered
mutant.
human as well.
That's right, you're altered.
Mm-hmm.
Could you guys get me a double mocha on the phone?
We're on coffee duty again.
Yeah. Sorry, we're only getting coffee for non-mutants.
That's right. We're gonna have our own coffee.
She pulls the two of you aside, and she says, I know that when the call to all of mutantdom went out, you received the call, but chose not to come to Krakoa. I do not fault you for that. You have your own lives, you have your own beliefs and responsibilities here that you need to follow, so I do not fault you for that. But as a fellow mutant, you are entitled to know what it is that Krakoa has become for the mutant race. Normal humans and other superheroes within our community are not aware of this, but on Krakoa, the mutant race has found the key to immortality. We can die, yes, but Krakoa and a key selection of our mutant population, 5 to be exact, can resurrect any mutant that perishes wherever they are and bring them back to a state before their death. We keep all of their consciousness, their history, their memories on file in Krakoa. These children of the Inferno were not brought back by Krakoa, but they did perish in Limbo when the New Mutants, the X-Men, and myself faced them several years ago. I believe that perhaps Witchfire has found a way of her own, infernal or otherwise, to be able to bring back these mutants. Now, if it is similar in the way that we on Krakoa bring back our own, and they have been brought back with only the knowledge that they had up until the moment of their death. So their disbelief in knowing where they are seems to me to ring true. I ask your permission, then. May I take these wayward mutants back to Krakoa with me? Perhaps they can be rehabilitated.
I'll go with you. Yeah,
I would appreciate that, and perhaps I can show you around the island. It is
She's gonna give you a hard sell.
It is your home, you know.
Poet, do you want to join us?
It has been a while since I've seen Krakoa and all of its changes. If it's not unwelcome, I would join you.
Absolutely not. It is your home as well, too, sister.
Let me go and get the other orphan out of my dungeon first.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
So what do you tell your fellow teammates?
Going for a condo sales meeting in Krakoa.
Just a
Girls
brief
trip.
presentation. Girls trip.
They offered a free weekend.
Margie's.
Does the school, your school, Christy, the IROSHAN school, do they have a bus?
A bus.
A party bus.
Yeah, do they have a bus? Let's take them to
The gates of Krakoa.
I think we should tell our sidebar, you guys are not involved in this. I think we should tell them that we're taking them to the school because it's like a boarding school, right?
Yeah.
There's a, medical facility, I'm sure, and they could be checked out and given a place to sleep and food and things like that.
The fresh air, the waters.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So let's call that bus over here. Get them on the bus.
And you guys are able to kind of convince them to follow you. A few of them are pretty reluctant to do so, but under the circumstances, all of them are very confused. Because the last thing they remember is basically dying. And it wasn't a pleasant death for any of them. You, and with Magik's help, kind of explain to them, what Krakoa is, that it's a haven for all of the mutants, no matter what their creed, religion, race happens to be, and all are welcome. And as long as they prove themselves as worthy members of the community, they will be allowed to continue to live there and flourish and perhaps find a new path in their lives. After you guys have taken them back to IROSHAN Academy there in Chicago and kind of done some little patchwork for those that were injured in the process, you guys are able to go to Krakoa and take in the amazing views there of the island, and are introduced to just tons of mutants that you've met before along your journey, some of which were allies, many of which were enemies, but they are all living there in Krakoa in harmony, or as close to harmony as can be reached among such war-weary individuals. But it is really quite a utopia and a Garden of Eden in many senses of the word. You also discover that Krakoa, the island itself, and you would have known at least this part of it, that Krakoa itself is a mutant. The island itself is alive and is an ancient mutant that has been living for centuries. But this mutant had a sister island, and that island now has been moved to Mars, and has set up a colony now up on Mars as well. And this would be someplace that you as mutants could potentially have access to as well. So perhaps that might be something we would explore in a future IROSHAN outing. So for now, though.
Connected?
Huh?
Are they connected? Like, do we go to one and travel to the other?
You can travel there from the Krakoan gate at Fermilab.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
The space.
So we'll draw this one to a close for tonight. I realized I didn't give you guys karma for last session. And you guys, those of you that participated in that one, Nana Boo Boo Shard, those of you that participated in that last session get 300 karma points for that one. And for this one, you guys would get 700 180 for this one.
Watch out.
Anybody have anything else?
No, everybody be safe and have a good week.
Okay. Well, you guys have a good night.
Bye.
All right, everybody.
See y'all later.
Bye. See ya.
Bye.